is in the kitchen, are there any materials that you see that are also bad for people's health? That whether it's in the countertop or the floor or things like that.
Yeah, there's a lot. The basic ones are essentially, what is your floor? Is it vinyl, which is very often in the kitchen? The countertop, is it corian, which is really just an toxic epoxy.
And is that still sold?
Oh yeah, it's the #1 countertop in the country.
Okay.
Are you kidding?
I'm just curious.
The cabinetry is typically impregnated with formaldehyde, is the binder, the glue that holds it all together.
And in most states, you said California is not doing that now, but are most states still?
Oh yeah, most states. Yeah, all other 49 do.
Wow.
But I'm hoping that will change. It should change. There are a lot of people spending a lot of time trying to get it to change, but we'll see.
Wow. So, in order of the most savings first, what would you say are the top 5 ways that Building Green can save money?
In a home or an office?
Let's do it in a home, and then let's do it in an office. Well, let's start with it in a home and see how that.
All right. In a home, the top just 5. First one would be your refrigerator. It's your #1 energy hog. It runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you have a refrigerator that was made before 1981, you should get rid of it. Go get it recycled through some appliance place and get a new Energy Star model refrigerator. The savings alone, just from energy, will pay for the refrigerator in the first year.
Okay.
Switch out all your bulbs that aren't being dimmed or aren't required for color or something specific, but any other bulb in a lamp or anything else to compact fluorescence. If every American just did 1 bulb to compact fluorescence, it would really eliminate our dependency on Saudi Arabian oil. Next would be switching peak and off-peak times. If you can do things like run your dishwasher or your washing machine at night, when electricity is really less in demand and therefore cheaper, it negates the need for electric companies to build more power plants. Utility companies are very good at their job. In fact, they're too good. No matter how much energy we need, they produce exactly how much we need. We don't, unlike a lot of people don't realize this, but we don't store energy. We don't create electricity all day and store it in batteries somewhere when people need it. It's truly on demand. When you need electricity, we burn coal or use nuclear plants to produce it. And when you don't need it, we shut them down. And it really expands like that all throughout the day. If we can switch to off-peak times, it's actually quite a tremendous help, which is why you see utility companies trying to get you to do things at night. And in the very near future, in the next 2 to 4 years, you're going to see peak pricing. In other words, it's going to cost more to use electricity during the day, and it's going to cost a lot more between 3 and 5 p.m. when everybody needs it, when kids are off school, everybody's driving home, everybody's running the air conditioner. That's going to be the most expensive time. And after 8 p.m., it's going to drop. So it's going to encourage people to do everything after 8 p.m.
And then, are there some of these in common with offices, or do you see there are a couple that
no, not really.
Top of what do you think of maybe the top 2 or 3 for offices?
Oh, okay. Well, offices are easy. If everybody could just shut down their computers at night, that would be a great thing. We could put lights, occupancy sensors on the lights, especially in places like conference rooms, where people are known to leave them on and then walk away, and then the lights stay on all night and nobody thinks about it. So it'd be best if you just put in a little occupancy sensor, and when nobody's in the room, they shut down. There's more fancy daylight sensors, which are great for offices because if daylight's coming in, like our office here is very bright. When the daylight sensors are in place, if there's a lot of sun coming in, the lights dim because you don't need as much. And if it's gray outside or nighttime, the lights come on full blast, and it saves an immense amount of energy. And then, of course, there's just the basic consumables of any office: paper, toner, inkjet cartridges, all these things. Despite the electric revolution and the internet, we now print more and use more paper in an office than we ever did before, nearly 5 times as much. And if we can reduce the amount of paper, all the better.
I've heard about different appliances such as microwaves and things that just a TV that's plugged in just keeps sucking energy. Is there a way to not have it be oh no, tonight I got to go around because I'm not using them and unplug everything? Is there? Have you found some way that?
Yeah, what you're talking about we call vampire loads because you used a good word, suck. They suck energy. And TVs are bad. VCRs, anything that has a clock or ready light or something, it consumes a lot of power. It adds up pretty quickly. Plasma TVs we found, because they're constantly warming the plasma, so they're always ready to go.
Wow.
They cost about $160 per year in vampire load, just sitting in standby. Even if you never turn the damn thing on, it costs you $160 a year just to have a plasma TV. And I know it's some people might say that's worth it for the the quality of the picture, but to me that's a lot.
Is there any kind of a switch or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can get a smart power strip. It looks like a normal power strip, but it's smarter, and it costs a little more. It's about $40 instead of $30 or $20. But you can get them from TerraPass.com, and it essentially senses when power is being pulled and when it isn't. And when it isn't, it shuts off the thing completely. And it's a smart strip. You don't need to go around tapping it. It just does it automatically.
And the prices will probably come down if enough people buy them. Then there's
Exactly.
demand.
Now you're getting it.
Right. Okay. So